we are going to give Firebase Studio, Codex, and Claude Code the same exact prompt to build my personal financial, which is called AssetraX. So we are going to make sure the prompt gets an MVP of the web app. We are not going to redesign it. We are not going to cheat. Just one prompt to see which tool can perform better and build something useful. By the end of this video, you will know which one gives the best UI, which one writes the cleanest code, and which one gets you closer to a real working MVP. Here is my prompt: build an MVP web app called AssetraX. And we have a dashboard prompt or instructions here: transactions, recent transactions, spending summary. So basically, AssetraX is a day-to-day income tracking app and expenditure as well, so that you'll be able to track how much you spend day to day. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Codex. That is what we'll be using a lot, and Claude Code. So some of you may not know what Firebase Studio is. Firebase is part of the Google, platforms, and this studio helps you build or prototype web apps. It's different from the Firebase console, which is a BaaS or backend as a service or function as a service. This is also a different platform from Google. So we are going to give all these three AI tools the same prompt and see what we can get from it. So I'm going to copy the prompt, paste this prompt here. Before that, Firebase is online, so everything will be built online so that I can later take it offline and work on it if I prefer their outcome. So I'm going to prototype with AI. If you want to find this dashboard or this site, just go to Firebase or studio.firebase.google.com. That is all you need. And I'm going to head on to Codex and I'm going to give it the same prompt. Mind you, with Codex, I've already created my folder AssetraX and I'm working inside this folder. So all the code will stay inside this folder. And I'm going to go ahead and give it the prompt. And also I'm going to go to Claude. I'm using Claude Code here. I'm going to open my folder and give it the same prompt. So I've created the folder. All I need is to find the folder and start building in the folder. So we are starting the session. This was the first app we used, Firebase Studio, and it's giving us a plan. With the plan, I'm going to just prototype this app and see what we can get from it. And let's go ahead and check what we are getting from Codex. So Codex, straightforward, is building something. And Claude Code is asking for permission. Okay, so let's check what we've gotten from Firebase Studio. So what I just did is, it says it appears that my app needs a Gemini API key. So sometimes with Firebase Studio, because it's already a Google integrated system, I can just click on generate API key and let's see if it's going to generate a real API key for me. But with Codex and Claude, I have to go to Firebase Studio and create the backend or generate an API key. That is if I want to use Gemini. Okay, that is if I want to use Gemini. And I can also use OpenAI or any other LLM that I want to use. I'm going to expand this app and let's view it. So we are getting to add what we spend on so it's in dollars, so we can work on that later, but let's add an expenses Okay, so you can see it's been added. Basically every expenses that you make, you can just go to your app, right, and write the amount that you spent and add to transaction. You can also add the dates as well, and you can set categories as well. You can also add your income as well, and you're able to see your total expenses, your monthly spendings as well for here, and your current balance is also minus. So let's say if you change your type to income, we are getting an income of $1,000. We can put the money here, and let's say let's put gig, right? We got a gig and we had $1,000 and we add it. Automatically that means it's going to balance the sheet. It's going to subtract our spendings from our income, and now we have a total balance or total expenses here, and this is our total balance, $600, and our total income. So any money we gain, we can add it here, and we just go ahead and subtract via how we use it while we are using it. Okay, so this is great prototype or MVP from Firebase Studio. So I think you can just publish your app and it will be live. So let me publish it and I can share the code to you. There's a lot that has to be added to your backend to be able to get to this level. You can see they're asking me for a billing address and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and add the billing address. That is going to be for a separate video on that. So this is where, let me go to Firebase console and show you the back end. Let's say you are building separate apps. You are building the app from Codex and you want to host it on Firebase. You're going to go to Firebase Studio. So this is a different platform, and you go to console. When you click on console, you end up in the Firebase Studio dashboard, and you can add your apps. You can create your authentications here. A lot more settings can be done from here. And as I said, this is going to be for a separate video, so make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Okay, so the integrations is done. It's really simple if you are doing everything in the same ecosystem. So let me click on publish and see if they are going to give me a live link. I don't really like this link, but this is not the main domain, so I can work on it later. So when it's done publishing, I'm going to share this link, and you can also visit this link to use this web app. Let me see what we have from Codex. Alright, so Codex used Vite to build this app. So I'm going to open my terminal and launch this app. I'm going to write npm. So this npm is node package managers, and I'm going to launch my web app. Okay, so this is what we got from Codex. It has already given us a lot of boilerplate or placeholders, something similar to what we got from Firebase, but I think this is beginner friendly. This is clean as well, and it's not overwhelming. This is really overwhelming. You have to take time to go through it to study how this works. So it has given us a total income, total expenses, our current balance, basically without me entering any information in it. And so far I cannot even see how to clean up this details. All right, let me check what we have from Claude. So Claude is not done building. So basically, Claude is showing me the favicon. I don't need the favicon. So at this point, it's done, right? So I'm going to ask it to open this locally and give me a link to it. All right, so Claude has published this locally, and this local links is just for me. Okay, nobody sees them. So this is what Claude has built for us. It has also added a lot of details that we don't need. Basically, we needed a free at least dashboard, but at least Claude is just easily telling me or giving me a button to click to just delete and start from scratch. And I did not see that with Code X, right? I didn't get that option, right? And one thing about user experiences, you shouldn't make the user think of what to do. So even if there is an option like this, I'm struggling to find it, and this is bad UI or UX. Basically, the UI can be good, but the UX is bad, right? Because I don't know how to start over from scratch. But it was very easy for me to clear everything from this dashboard. I can definitely add transactions here. I think I can select the type, either income or expenses. This is what I was looking for. So let me add, let's say salary, right? Or let me add a design gig, right? And I'm gonna put like 1,000. I think you can work on the exchange rate or the currencies later. This is gonna be an income for sure. And the category is gonna be under freelance, and I'm gonna add it. Okay, so I can add another transaction which could be expenses, right? Let's say rent. I'm gonna add 300, and it's gonna be an expenses, so it's gonna minus. So let's see our dashboard. So basically, Claude has given me a separate sidebar, which is also very, very clean and making everything simple to navigate. A real SaaS standard or SaaS kind of idea. So this is good as well. Let me know in the comment section which of these web apps would you rate. Okay, this is really easygoing. Everything here straightforward, beginner friendly. You don't need to navigate, you don't need to learn how to use it. Let me see how it looks on mobile phone as well. So what I need to do is to click on right click and go to inspect, and you can just toggle here, or move this to check your width on mobile devices. You can just click on the responsive and just select. Okay, so let me see how it looks on mobile. So I think with the Firebase work, you have to scroll down to add your expenses, but you can see your dashboard here. Let me go to Claude and see how Claude also looks on mobile. So I think with the Claude, that is one thing I like about this, because you'll be able to just toggle through without scrolling anywhere. You can add your transactions here. You can check your recent transactions straightforward. You don't need to just be scrolling through anytime. And let's see how Codex also looks on mobile. Yeah, I think it's literally the same. So if I'm rating, I'm probably going to rate this Claude, because Claude basically did a lot, even giving me a favicon for me to use. So if you want to undo this, just go to responsive and you can just close this. So I think my app is live, your app is live, waiting for request. So I can publish this live, and I think it's already published. I didn't need to click it, so I just need to click on the live link. And with this live link, if I share it in the video description, you can visit this app. I can change the domain later, but basically I have one shot this MVP financial tracking app with Firebase Studio, and it was the quickest to work with because everything runs in the same ecosystem, and I didn't need to write a single line of code. Okay, I didn't need to write a single line of code. Make sure you follow, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and in my next tutorial I'm going to show you how to take this Claude design or Claude web app and deploy on Vessel or make it live.